More flags, more fan bases, more countries dreaming about qualification. Honestly, that's hard to argue against. Now let's talk about the second reason. Money. Yep, we can't ignore it. The World Cup is one of the biggest sporting events on the planet. More teams means more matches. More matches means more tickets. More tickets means more TV viewers. More TV viewers means more sponsorship money. You know the type. Every giant organization eventually discovers the magical power of adding more games. This sounds simple. It isn't. Because while FIFA says expansion helps football grow, it also creates a massive financial opportunity. Both things can be true at the same time, and that's exactly. But there's another reason that people often overlook: the rise of football outside traditional powerhouses. Years ago, the strongest teams mostly came from Europe and South America. Today, things look different. Countries that rarely made headlines are becoming serious competitors. Teams from Africa are going deeper into tournaments. Asian nations are improving. North American football is growing rapidly. The gap isn't gone, but it's smaller than it used to be. FIFA believes more countries deserve a shot on the biggest stage, and recent tournaments have given them evidence. Then comes the biggest criticism. Will the World Cup become weaker? A lot of fans think so. Their argument is simple. If you add more teams, some of those teams won't be very strong. Fair point. But here's the counter-argument. People said similar things when the World Cup expanded before, and many of those weak countries eventually became competitive. Nobody starts as a football giant. Every powerhouse was once an underdog. Even the strongest teams had to start somewhere. So the real question isn't whether new teams are weaker today. It's whether giving them opportunities makes them stronger tomorrow. And honestly, that's a fascinating debate. Now let's talk about what this means for fans. More countries qualify, more stories emerge, more upsets become possible, more people around the world care about the tournament. Because when your country is involved, everything feels different. Suddenly, every match matters. Suddenly, millions of new fans are watching. That's exactly what FIFA wants. A bigger World Cup, a bigger audience, a bigger global event, and perhaps a bigger football future. So why did FIFA add 16 extra teams? Because football has grown beyond the limits of the old format, and partly because more countries now believe they belong on football's biggest stage. Whether you love the change or hate it, one thing is certain. The World Cup of the future will look very different from the World Cup of the past. And that brings us back to the original question. Was expanding to 48 teams a brilliant idea that will grow the game forever, or the moment FIFA made the tournament too big?